Today we're talking about Chicago Bears trade rumors, and it just never stops with some of these ridiculous rumors. For me, I find it hard to believe that people can't think of anything better to talk about all off season than making up random rumors. From signing every running back under the sun, to signing random free agents, and now trading away our stars on offense, the amount of articles and videos talking about us trading DJ Moore and Cole Kmet right now is just absolutely insane to me. Today I'm going to talk about why neither of these players are going to be traded in 2025. No matter what you read, I fully expect both of these players to stay in Chicago going forward. And I'm pretty positive that nobody in the Bears front office is trying to trade either player right now. First off, when we're talking about DJ Moore, trading him is a lot more difficult than most people realize. One, he just signed a new contract extension that hasn't even fully kicked in yet. It starts this year in 2025. A 4-year, $110 million deal, but smart fans will remember that DJ also signed a new contract with the Panthers and he got traded before ever serving that deal. So now rumors are spreading that DJ is again on the trade block, and I wanted to at least correct some of the narratives. I've seen people saying that we can trade him for no dead cap hit, and I've seen people saying it would cost us $60 million as a dead cap hit as well. And that is what Sport Track says, but when you go over to Over the Cap, you can figure out that if we cut DJ today, we would take on that giant $60 million cap hit, but trading him would not result in the same thing. A pre-June 1st trade would result in a $16 million dead cap hit for 2025 and a total of $40 million over the next 4 years. Not great, but a lot more manageable than $60 million. But here's where it gets really interesting, and this is why people think he might be traded. A post-June 1st trade, meaning if we wait until next month and traded him after June 1st, suddenly trading DJ Moore would be very viable, at least from a salary cap perspective. We would only take on a $4 million penalty, totaling $16 million over the next 4 years in dead cap hits. So trading him next month would be possible when it comes to the salary cap, and we'd actually save over $120 million over the next 5 seasons. So there was a lot of talk about DJ Moore's contract, so I did quickly want to correct that narrative before explaining why I believe we are not trading DJ Moore. First, he's one of the best receivers in the NFL. He's averaging over 1,000 yards a season since he entered the league, and he's put up 35 TDs and 7,500 yards. At just 28 years old, he's in the prime of his career, and he has a contract that keeps him in Chicago until he's 32. And then suddenly I get it. I understand why everyone wants to push DJ out and make room for the new weapons we added. DJ's going to be old in a few years. But I do not believe that is a smart decision. We're a team that wants to win right now. Trading away our number one target on offense is not how we do that. Rome Odunze, Luther Burden, and Colston Loveland are 3 legit big-time weapons for this offense going forward. So a lot of fans and analysts are asking, where does DJ Moore and Cole Kmet fit in? And instead of trying to answer that question logically, everyone seems to have just jumped to the conclusion that both of them are going to be traded. When it comes to DJ Moore, he is a huge part of this offense moving forward, and he's one of the most talented players on our entire roster. You don't trade this guy if we want to compete this season. DJ makes us a better football team, and he's easily our most accomplished weapon on this offense. Yes, we have a ton of younger guys with upside, but Rome Odunze, Luther Burden, and Colston Loveland do not have much NFL experience between them, with only Odunze having even taken a snap in the NFL. So trading DJ Moore to me is really premature right now, and something that I do not believe happens this season. Now, I will add that when you're looking towards the future, let's say a year or two from now, and things might change. DJ will be getting close to 30 years old, and he'll be making some big time money. And then meanwhile, Odunze, Loveland, and Luther Burden, those guys should be ready to take on much bigger roles in the offense by then. So to me, if you look into the future, towards 2027 or 2028, then maybe, just maybe, DJ Moore would be a prime trade candidate. But even that's jumping to conclusions and getting ahead of yourselves. However, right now, I believe he's a key part of this offense, and he's definitely in the Bears' plans to compete in 2025. For a team that wants to win and make the playoffs, trading DJ Moore right now makes zero sense. And the same logic can be applied to Cole Kmet as well. Kmet's another guy who signed an extension, and he's part of this team's plan going forward. But Kmet only has 3 years remaining on his deal, and trading him would be much easier than moving DJ. For instance, if we waited till after June 1st with Cole, we could trade him while only taking on a $4.8 million dead cap hit, and that would be spread out over 3 years. Just $1.6 million a year, definitely manageable. But the biggest difference with Cole Kmet is he offers a skill set that we have not replaced. One of the reasons people are jumping to conclusions with DJ Moore is because Luther Burden is very similarly built and he plays a lot like DJ Moore. But I think together they're even more valuable. And with Cole Kmet and Colston Loveland, I believe it's the same thing. Kmet is a valuable inline blocker at tight end. He's a guy who lines up next to the offensive line, and he's asked to do a lot of blocking and even take on defensive ends one-on-one at times. That's a skill set that is wildly different from Colston Loveland, our first-round pick. While Loveland has a lot of potential as a blocker, he's more of an offensive weapon that can move all over the field and just create mismatches. He's too big for cornerbacks. He's too fast for linebackers. He's not really similar to Kmet in that way. So just like trading DJ, trading Cole Kmet might actually set this offense back a bit. The biggest loss to Cole Kmet is for people that play fantasy football. If you're a big fantasy football guy, Cole Kmet's value definitely took a hit, and so did DJ Moore's. And if you own those guys in fantasy, maybe you should trade them. But the Chicago Bears should not trade either of these guys. Although if they were going to trade one, I do think it would be more likely that they would trade Cole Kmet right now. But I believe the plan for Ben Johnson is to utilize all these weapons on offense and not trade anyone. They're going to keep all of these players for 2025, maybe even 2026 and beyond. Cole Kmet and Colston Loveland on the same team allows Ben Johnson to get very creative with his 12 personnel sets, and he can really confuse the defense. They won't know whether we're running or passing the ball, and we have the talent on offense to create a ton of mismatches against defenses. And to me, I believe that is the plan for this season. I think looking towards the future, maybe you could talk about trading DJ or Kmet once you get towards 2027 and beyond. But doing so now would put us in a situation where we are relying on a rookie to be a big part of this offense. So while I don't think it's completely impossible, I don't think we're quite ready for that, and I expect DJ Moore and Cole Kmet to be with the Chicago Bears in 2025 and maybe even stay here long term as well, at least until their contracts run out. But with the amount of articles and videos talking about us trading these guys away, again, I felt like it was necessary to address the rumors and give my take on the situation. As always, I appreciate everyone who watches. I do have some all 22 footage on the way. Stay tuned for that. Please remember to hit that like button for me. Turn on those notifications so you don't miss out. And until next time, bear down.